Thanks to Greg at Egosoft for providing me with keys to the Split Vendetta, Cradle of Humanity, Tides of Avarice, Kingdom End, and Timelines expansions. Space. It's still pretty big, but I've seen most of it. These are the continuing voyages of Captain Sokka. I built an empire around my homeworld of Argon Prime and became the destroyer of Xenon. Thanks to an experiment from Bozo Ta, I found myself in a galaxy far, far away. I had to use what little Xenon technology I found to come back home. And while I'll miss the Star Destroyers, nothing beats coming back. I'm ready for whatever challenge lies before me. This is X4, a roleplay series. Alright everyone, so being the destroyer of Xenon has extended my search for the programmable field array to 8 hours of unlocking lockboxes. But we did finally get the amount of programmable field arrays that we needed, and before we drop them off and claim our ship, I'll show you what I've been doing in the meantime. The Orbelt defense platform was completed. The Antigone also have a defense platform, and they have built a few factories. Down south, we have also taken Sanctum Verge right before the Sagaris Pioneers. We beat them by about 2 minutes as far as admin stations, so we took claim of that system, but the Pioneers are building well. Tempting Fumes, looks like the Trinity has claimed that one, as I expected they may. And on west, in Circle of Deceit, we've built our scrap factory. That was that place in space with 150% sunlight, and we have a scrap processing facility, a new Manticore, and a new Tetua, breaking that down. And we continued on west to Adventure's Promise, and that was connected up to Atreus's Clouds in the Boron sector. We do have, I believe, one more Boron sector that had a gate open. We'll go find that. But one thing I found interesting in Adventure's Promise was right here. A Xenon power array that is not hostile. Now, there is a Xenon H down there, the Tiger's Claw. A group is ready to help out this Boron patrol carrier Guppy. But curiouser and curiouser that the Xenon power array is not hostile. I was able to fly up in my spacesuit and just scan right along. They couldn't be bothered. So, Miss Nakano, we will start today's activities by pressing the attack on that Xenon H. La-di-da-di, everybody get involved. I doubt this thing will be long for this world. So that H is pounding that Guppy, but I believe its shields are holding nicely, and this thing is quite off the beaten path. There is that Xenon station that isn't really a Xenon station, and in the distance you can see my fleet there coming to assist. This should not take long. And target in sight, there is the H off our nose. There is the Guppy, and the Guppy doesn't look like it has that much armaments to respond with, but we can definitely help. One thing I imagine we'll be waiting on is the Hong to boost up Miss Brax, take the charge. Although we do have Lily and Nightshade sort of leading the pack, but right there, the Hong, I believe, will be the primary aggressor here. Even though, I mean, the Asgards are bringing up the rear. I doubt we can get a Asgard laser on, but Tiger's Claw taking some pot shots at that H. H launching defense drones, but the King has batteries on, as well as the Nightshade. Here comes some Graviton turrets. Hold on to your butts. And fighters launch just a bit, and there goes Miss Braxo, the King, with a laser. If we can capture this thing, that would be quite awesome. But yeah, nice fireworks display from both the King and the Hong. There goes the H. Sayonara, sucker. And the police scanning the Asgard, as they do. Boron's not thanking me, but that Guppy did jump out. Maybe the Guppy will go back and say what an awesome job we did taking care of that H for them, even though they weren't really in that much trouble. But now let's get the fleet facing this power station, and we might be able to do a surprise attack. It is certainly odd there is no owner of this station. It doesn't belong to the Xenon, even though it says it's Xenon, and it is, you know, stacked to the gills, full of energy cells, as, I mean, a power plant should be, but it's not supplying anything, and I wonder if there was more of a Xenon presence here, would this Xenon power array be supplying something? As a matter of fact, let me hop on the Sapporo and do just a quick scan around here. Mr. Dahan, if you please, I'll take command just for a brief moment here. Do a long-range scan, see if there are any more stations around here, perhaps? Something that may be unclaimed by the Xenon as well? So nothing showing up, no question marks out there in the wild blue yonder that the Sapporo was able to see. So interesting enough, and yeah, the Boron are coming over to inspect it as well. It doesn't have any docking ports. I even took a small ship and tried to dock with it. I could give the command. It could have been done if only they had some sort of docking area. But I mean, there she is. Xenon through and through. You know, part of me wants to take the behemoth and just blast it with its big gun. Ms. Zhang, I know you're motivated, excellent engineer. Go ahead and let me handle this just for a bit. All right, here we go. Xenon power array. We knocked it down 4% and it did not seem to respond. Curiouser and curiouser. All right, we took a 40 aggression, although it does look like some are moving in, some are focusing on targets. It looks like the solar cells are the main attack area, which makes sense. We'll wait for everyone to get to the sync point, and then in fact, we'll probably increase the aggressiveness up step by step until they can get into some guns range and just hold them off back here. Oh, defense drone. You really shouldn't have done that. Although that did wake up some defense drones from the Xenon power array, so unlike the cockhives, we're going to have some smaller craft. I'm not sure that the fighters should still come out. I think that our cannons can deal with the drones, especially if they only send out 3. Yeah, those little drones, we'll tell our fighters to launch and go ahead and attack those little defense drones. I think our fighters should be okay. Everyone off the deck. Xenon versus Xenon, our PE going to town on that little defense drone. Hopefully it is nice and accurate. I don't want the fighters getting too close to that station though on the chase. So a nice balancing act here. Nice, making quick work of that. And do we have, yes indeed, we have another defense drone over here. All fighters, go ahead and focus on that last defense drone, please, while we get into position. On a positive note, though, we're no longer hostile, aside from those little defense drones. So let's just go ahead and give a attack all targets in range over here. Right, trigger fire, sends going to town immediately. So with all of this fire, hopefully we have some of the Asgards on target as well. I know the behemoth was trying to point on target, but that is a lot of shots. And we'll see if the Tiger's Claw starts getting into graviton range. This thing might actually not have gravitons at all. Yeah, they didn't even take a pot shot at us. Let's ride with Miss Brax just a little bit under the entire fleet here as they are trying to pelt those defense drones, but we do have some on target. Yep, Asgard is trying to turn, get its nose on target. So the little guns trying to go after that defense drone that we've launched. And a lot of fire going to those other drones. Oh, support ship. Oh, that's not good. Hey, Nova. Yeah, if you please, we need you to get out of here at your next earliest convenience. That is a stream of ammunition going into that support ship. However, looking at it, the support ship is holding up okay. looking at shields down 20%. Hopefully they can clear the other side, get out of guns range, and let the actual warships do the talking. Yes, you are taking shield damage. Captain Riano, I will take over, please. Use all of your boost and get out of here. For crying out loud, what are you doing? And yeah, that is a lot of fire, having to save the king from certain destruction here. Yeah, we have to get this Sen out of here too. A lot more babysitting, it seems, this time around. Just the sheer number of turrets on this station, but I think we can float it. Definitely the upgrade where the boosters were not tied to the shields is going to save most of our ships, that is for sure. Oh, boom, we just got their cargo container. Not sure if that had any turrets on it. The Lily could use some help. Let's go ahead and get the Lily out of guns range here, taking a little bit of shield damage. Let that come to be. Once we get some of these Asgards on target and blasting some of those turrets away, we should be in much better shape. Yeah, a lot of concentrated fire now. There is the Hong. Boom, there goes some solar panels. Outstanding. If a lot of turrets were on those solar panels, that's what I like to see. Looks like the Sens are coming online and getting lined up as well. Okay, a lot of fire on that Sen. We're going to have to pay attention to that. So far, so good. They're moving quite well. And the Asgards aren't even touched, so hopefully they can get their beams to bear. Yeah, better safe than sorry. I mean, this Sen does have a good firing arc, but let's get this Sen out of here just for the time being. The turrets can go to town as we do a flyby.
Explosion imminent.
That's good to know, as long as it's not one of our ships. All right, that Sen has their shields back. Looks like Behemoth is coming on target. And then once our pilot gets back, we will get this Sen back on. But it looks like the Asgards are going to be doing the brunt of the work. And Captain Polar, you have yourself a nice position here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. A lot of fire going in, or, you know, going to the station, and not a lot of fire going toward us. So hopefully we have some good firing angles from here. Oh, there goes a solar panel. Nice. Wearing down those solar panels, and if that's where the majority of the turrets were, I know they were on the hamburgers, hot and heavy, and we've got those taken care of now as well. So I think it's just a formality now at this point. Boom, one more solar panel gone. I'm glad we didn't sort of rest on our laurels there and say, oh no, a little fleet would be good enough. We definitely needed all of this fleet to distract the Xenon station and be able to hit it from multiple angles very quickly. Nice, one more section down. So we'll have one more solar array right here that we are getting. Oh, is that going down? I think it is. That's why we're turning away, focusing on that center section. There goes an Asgard beam. That's what I like to see. Boom, solar array down. Still trying to find something on the back side there. Oh, and we found it over here too. Tell you what, the Nightshade's cannons are pretty vicious. Oh, there goes Miss Brax shooting with the Earl King. The Hong. One more solar array down. Yeah, I think it's just the solar arrays now that we're just focusing on, and if they don't have any turrets, we'll be able to mop this up fairly well. Yeah, I think our support ship can come on back. There will be a lot of repairs to do, I imagine. Probably a lot of turrets got hit, and we definitely have some hull damage on that Sen. Defense drones can't break through the shields, though, and once we get this power plant taken care of, we'll send out fighters to mop up those drones. Yeah, so it looks like a couple of turrets on those solar arrays. But now that we have everyone pretty much aiming directly for them, I think that H will be okay. Let me take a gander here. Yeah, the H is going to be fine. Nice, straight fire from the Asgard. Another straight fire. I believe that's from the Behemoth. Yeah, those solar panels won't last long with two Asgard blasts like that. And Miss Nakano and the Tiger's Claw getting a nice forward view here. Commanding the rest of the battle. Now we see the Nightshade's turrets go to town. Yeah, just a few left, and it looks like the behemoth is lining up for a shot. Well, there was an Asgard shot there. And it is all hands on deck. The nice silhouette of our fleet going to work. Yeah, I just think it's that upper section right there. All right, we only have drones left, so Miss Nakano, if you please, launch all fighters. Good luck, everyone. Take care of all of those pesky drones. Miss Keswin, drones dead ahead. Shoot straight, shoot true. A few more drones to go. We have a bead on this one. Nice shot. And just a scant few more to go. Trying to hit the Sapporo. And I think that is it. Now the build storage here is still active. So let me take care of this real quick. Outstanding. All right, looks like Hong and Sin are lining up for the Nomad Vanguard for repairs. Ms. Keswin, you can go ahead and dock up. Ms. Brax, what did you do to the Hong? Not sure. All turrets are still armed. Don't see any destroyed batteries. Looking at information, we're all good. So, yeah, just doing some precautionary stuff. I feel ya. The Sin, however, definitely took a beating. Not only did it get hull damage, did it get any turret damage? No, turrets are all up and running, so it looks like just hull. Got down to 58% on that hull. Once Miss Brax gets the Hong out of the way, you'll be good to go, Captain Ook Mankum Strats. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a fire going on this ship. Hopefully the crew can put out the fire soon and we can get repaired on up. I tell you, if the Boron wanted to, they could get a ton of energy cells from just the containers floating nearby. I think we're okay on energy cells ourselves. The Hong might be able to pick up a few of these containers and deliver it to our new scrap processing plant, as it takes a lot of energy to run a good scrap plant, that is for sure. And they're only a few jumps away. And there is the repair crew that this Sin needed. And I tell you one thing about it, that Xenon invasion definitely showed me the importance of having an auxiliary ship that could repair when you're out here in deep space, that is for sure. And there we go. Hong is full. Outstanding. All right, Miss Brax, you're going to be on the way to see our new junkyard with these energy cells, and you'll merge back up with the Tiger's Claw fleet. I have no doubt you can do it. Well, I say that. And while she's doing that, without further ado and delay, we're back here at the Sacrosanct Conclave to the bridge of the Hyperion old version. Old Mankin Slat, I've got news for you. This better be worth it. Spending 8 hours of my time just opening boxes for you. Yeah, greetings. Deliver all matching items.
Extend our gratitude for your continued and invaluable help. As promised, the dignified galleon, once called Trinity, now Hyperion, shall be gifted into your capable stewardship. Treat her well, and she will serve you faithfully for the rest of your life. Safe journey.
Safe journey. All right, so do we have a captain? Oh, a very good captain. Hello, Captain Hattig Mankidvaz. Wow. So let's get this prepped, shall we? So, ooh, a modification. Modified Mark I Paranid engines, okay. I think we can do the Mark IIs, because there's no modifications on that. We do have Mark III thrusters, super modified Mark II Paranid shields, awesome. All of our Hyperions, hyper modified as well. That's what I like to see. Turrets modified beam. All right, 4 modified beam turrets. And all the latest and greatest software. Some repair drones and cargo drones and flares. Yeah, all we needed on this sucker is a crew. So let's just recruit 50 able-bodied crew members. And as far as a paint job goes, I think this calls for a special occasion. So we have Cast Asunder. Yeah, and we've got 9 cast sundered paint schemes. I want this thing to stand out, like really be awesome. So let's apply the Blood Gorged and add that to the shopping list here. 54 seconds, confirm that order, and we should be on our way shortly. Experimental shuttle, if you please, go ahead and follow me until further notice. All right, so paint job already applied. Since we were at the dock anyway, that's why I like to see. Then we're heading to Saka's shipyard to get our crew members on board. Really, the rest of it looks to be pretty good. And I think it's fitting with this being UVF 353. We should go ahead and rename this ship the SS-35. We'll call this the Trinity, because I don't have a Trinity. And he said it used to be known as the Trinity, and I don't want to confuse this with my other Hyperion. So here are all the modifications on this ship. So chassis with less drag and mass. The main batteries, 28% extra damage on that one. We could re-roll these, I guess. Well, no. I don't think we would have the parts to keep re-rolling these. Money is not an issue. We could re-roll for free. It's just keeping the obliterators. If we have enough parts to even have an obliterator re-roll, but not bad. Everything is pretty much on point. Meanwhile, Miss Brax has just made it to the local scrapyard, my new scrapyard, and this should be bringing in some money here soonish. And yeah, we gotta get the Tonka on its way too. And I can sort of see where the Hyperion comes into play, comparing heads up with a Sin. The Sin, more combat. The Hyperion, more speed and nimbleness. So this would be a good, as it says, expeditionary craft to chart the wild blue yonder. But the view from down here at the lower part of the bridge looks amazing. And right in front of us is Saka Sweet Shipyard. We'll pick up our crew, and then before we go on our next vacation, we'll go through that boron gate that opened up there in Watchful Gaze, or what was it? Oceans of Fantasy. And luckily we already know where that is. It's on the backside of Getsufune, and we will be going right into Oceans of Fantasy. So it looks like the boron connecting a little bit closer to us, instead of having to go all the way through Heretic's End. So a little bit closer to Argon Prime in the grand scheme of things. And just in front of us is that other Hyperion that we modified up just a bit. Let's get them out of the way. Proceed. All right, we're outfitted. We should have our crew now. Let's take a look at our crew and see how stocked they are. So just basic service crew. A few people have never even set foot upon a ship before. Oh, that's comforting. One thing, at travel drive speed, this thing is still very nimble. I like the handling of this, so we could go scooting at several thousand meters per second and still be precise enough to shoot through asteroids while accelerating. That is a nice change. Yeah, we want to turn to Getsufune? We just turned to Getsufune and we are pointed. Yeah, this is awesome. Still picking up speed past 8,000 meters a second. Yeah, this is an exploration ship. I imagine it might be a pretty good trader as well, if we get some nice long straightaway speed. But Getsufune right in front of us here. So almost to Ocean of Fantasy when we are still picking up speed, although not so fast, but still 8,100 and climbing meters per second, still accelerating, getting ready to pop into boron space. Wow. Yeah, just the amount of, okay, so we scrubbed off a lot of speed in that turn, but we get pointed the way we want to go very quickly. The Captain Hadimagviz, if you would please be so kind to take us back to Argon Prime. It's time for, I guess, another hopefully short-ish vacation. It all depends on what new and awesome things Bozo can come up with in the near future to call me back from Argon Prime, but In the meantime, there's a few tidying up things to do, getting ships onto stations that need them, keep the balance balanced, the budget balanced, all that good stuff. But hopefully I will see you sooner than later, and hopefully you'll join me then. Take care.